I saw this news from Channels Television today. It says that no fewer than 30 persons, mostly children and women, were killed by assassins in Kwahandaska village, a community in Magun local government area of Plateau State. So when I saw this news, I remember the video I did on the 30th of December. I will leave you to watch this video. But this attack was pre-informed. There was, this news that these people are coming back to attack this Magu community. So when someone sent me that information through WhatsApp, I made this video on the 30th of December, pre-informing that this attack is going to happen. Nigerians and the international communities are still in grief because of the terrorist attack that happened in Plateau State on the Christmas Eve. There is a new tension as bandits give fresh attack notice to Plateau village. Bandits have written a fresh attack notice to another Plateau communities days after 195 lives were claimed in a massacre that is nationally and internationally condemned. The community leader said the data is not an empty threat, as previous fatal attacks were preceded over by the same anonymous data. Nigerians are calling on the federal government to demonstrate the full might of the military power to end the decades-long recurring violence. Just a day after the Plateau State governor confirmed that no fewer than 195 lives were lost in a widely condemned Christmas Eve attack, another community has been given a fresh assault notice by an anonymous insurgent. The notice stated that the Pushit community in Mango local government area will be invaded. Arrangements has sent shockwaves into the community. The latest development was made known by the Deputy National President of the Middle Belt Forum, MBF, Stanley Kavan, who was speaking in an interview with Arise TV on the 29th December. Kavan stressed that such notices are not lost as previous ones happened on the warned date. The Christmas Eve brutal assault was a coordinated one, claiming at least 195 lives with 3,000 left badly injured and another 10,000 displaced. Another 1,290 residential buildings were set ablaze. Nigerians have intensified call for President Tinubu to intervene in the recurring series of violence that is showing no sign of stopping. As reported by Vanguard, Bishop Francis Oke, the national president of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria (PFM), has urged the president to weigh in on the matter with the full federal might, noting that peace in Plateau State can no longer be postponed. Also, Prophet Issa El-Bubar, the convener of the Initiative for a Better and Brighter Nigeria (IBBN), has urged the president, who is currently holidaying at his residence in Lagos, to halt his vacation to address the pressing need of the Plateau people. Interestingly, Kavan claimed that the military is aware and well informed of the perpetrators and their hideouts. Anonymous thief before previous attack. Kavan disclosed that in all the previous attacks in the state, there were data to the effect that was dropped by an anonymous person intimidating the residents of Magun local government area that there would be attacks. He went on to reveal that calls were made to security institutions on the receipt of all warnings, but even as the attacks usually last for 24 hours, security personnel don't always show up when needed. Kavan alleged that security agencies knew that an attack was coming before the Christmas Eve massacre. Meanwhile, the federal government has said that it is gathering the necessary information needed to make a decisive intervention. This was made known by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who condoled with the bereaved families. He said, at the federal level, all hands are on decks across the security and intelligence agencies to scale up intelligence gathering and crisis response efforts, Idris said. Meanwhile, our news correspondent earlier reported that Senator Nashata Akpoti, who represented Kogi Central Senatorial District, expressed her sorrow and sadness over the massacre, saying she could not celebrate Christmas with joy. She called on federal government to intervene and prevent such tragedies from happening again. So that was the video of that 30th of December. With this now, I don't know what I'm going to say. when we are saying this repeatedly, that government are companies, that government are involved in all this attack, that security agencies are companies, how can, terrorists send information that they are coming to attack a community? Now that people did not receive the information, even the media has carried it that this was a data like the one they sent before and they carried out the attack. They have sent another data. These people could come to carry this attack and nobody do nothing about it. Now look at, in this article from Channels Television, it shows that children and women were the most victims here. In other words, the men ran away, leaving the children with their mothers. So I think something has to be done about it. After I published the video, I still published one video from Fandana where he was telling Nigerians how they can, bear arms, how they can be in possession of arms because of these insecurity challenges in Nigeria. Furthermore, let me read these articles from Channels Television. It said that no fewer than 30 persons, mostly children and women, were killed by the assassins in the Mago village in Mago local government area of Plateau State. He said, Mwagwavu Development Association President Joseph Wakat said the attack occurred on Tuesday night while residents assembled at a compound in the village to observe the curfew imposed on the local government by the government. So, in other words, there was curfew for them not to move around. And the bandits defied this curfew and the government did not do anything to come and attack them. So houses and property were also destroyed in the attack. Two other communities of Kenat and Mairanan on the borders of Mango and Barkindadi local government areas were also attacked same night. Sources indicated that aside from these attacks at Sabongari and Mago, attackers unleashed terror on other communities. The police in the state have since confirmed Tuesday night attack on this village as well as burning of market worship center in Mago town. DSP Alfred Andabo said the police were yet to ascertain the casualties figures and level of destruction as investigation were ongoing. Investigation on what? Investigation on what? How many years would police continue to investigate without doing anything? Anyway, I think this it has been long this started, but for Nigerian government to be paying deaf ears to it, because if they really want to bring all these things to end, it wouldn't take them like 2 days to bring a permanent solution to all these things going on. So I think there is other political reasons and motivation beyond it. And when it comes to religion, I understood that most of the northern people support things that is from one religion against other religion. Just imagine when Deborah died. When they killed Deborah because of blasphemy, a lot of people who criticized the killing, they were sentenced in this Nigeria. And when you tell them that we are not in one Nigeria, people will begin to talk rubbish. Even as powerful as Atiku Abubakar is, he tweeted and he posted a post condemning the killing of Deborah. He was pressured to put the post down. Atiku put the post down. So for you people to know what is going on in Nigeria is not an ordinary. So the best thing we have to do now is to return Nigeria to regional government. Let us push for a referendum and bring all these things to end. Just imagine if this middle belt have their own government and have their own security and policemen. Who dare all those bandits to invade in those areas? So that is the situation at hand.